How long can we beat a dead Jeff? This week on The Hapless Heroes.
Sorry, I have a habit of just kind of letting things go until it becomes a real problem, so...
Hello and welcome to the Hapless Heroes podcast. My name is Dave and I'll be your host and dungeon master for this evening. Let's start our show by introducing our cast, shall we? Starting on my left, we have Seb as Choomdaloom.
Until next time.
On his left, we have Nicole as Glurp Glup Glup.
I thought this was next time.
To her left, we have Mike as Brew Blitzbore.
Maybe next time I'll have my cereal. I'm just not feeling it right now.
To his left, we have Lou as Lev Zangiv.
I am really going to need more coffee.
To his left, we have John as Jam Jam.
Jeff belongs to us, ours, Jam Jams.
And to his left, we have Francesco as Percy Flodhust.
Just be nice to them, Proxy. Okay, they mean well.
We cut back in on our intrepid heroes. Many of them trying to do some sort of vandalism to an already dead man. And the
Android.
Important distinction.
Yeah, not a
Voice
man.
in the sky.
Androids are people too.
Facsimile of a human.
Hold on. Climbs on fourth wall. It's a little blurry line there, but it's fine.
I don't know. I think it's a bridge over Uncanny Valley, to be honest. And then we have the charming people in the kitchen discussing adult manners.
Ooh, he's talking about us.
I mean, I'm just staring at my O's.
I also enter the kitchen at this point as well and do start to make coffee.
Yeah.
Oh, he
I
found the
guess
coffee machine.
We have a representative from the flotilla here. We are just hosting. I'm trying to be Percival is trying to be a good host, and honestly, just trying to stall a little bit to hopefully plead for some leniency, as he knows that his friends are trying to do something subversive, and he's just trying to be the diplomat.
No. Proxy knows full well what's going on, as he alluded to last episode. He's just going to wait it out.
Cool.
So can I start torching this thing now?
We'll cut back to that room in just a second.
Nice.
Now that Lev has returned. So, sounds like you had some beans to grind.
He does not regard that statement at all.
Just
No,
quietly
nothing.
makes another pot of coffee.
If anything, yeah, this is a silent grumble somehow. Somehow a silent grumble. It's more so just like maybe, everybody hallucinates for a moment and sees the room start to darken for just a moment as his anger manifests outside of himself. Reins it back in.
Shuts it down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sun blots out for half a second.
Push the button on the coffee.
Just see,
nanosecond.
and then it cuts out to the wide shot of the room with just like a sulking chibi Lev in the corner.
Exactly. Yeah. Just for
Okay.
A little rainy cloud
brief
over his
moment,
head. So I can't help but noticing March hasn't woken up yet. Is he well?
Actually, no.
Oh my God.
Do tell.
No, he's not well.
I wish there was more I could tell you. It appears that he's been quite spooked by this secret person that you've both have expressed your concerns about, and he appears to have gone off grid.
Gone to ground, you say? Interesting. Interesting indeed.
Yeah, we're all a little bit worried about him, I think.
And while you mention that, Percival, why don't you tell us what you think gone to ground means? You should be a little bit... You should start being a little bit more open to us instead of trying to keep everything close to your coffin there, Mr. Vampire.
Just openly calling him.
Oh my god.
The accusation has been thrown.
He's not here to see this. He's really sad he can't see this right now. This is
Proxy
beautiful.
smirks, sips his coffee. Means exactly what you think it means. He's gone into hiding. He's been spooked and has probably gone back to one of his safe houses, either here on the flotilla or elsewhere, to lay low. Honestly, it's not the worst strategy.
Are you suggesting that we do the same? I have to go
If
to
I-
work tomorrow.
If I were to suggest a sane course of action to you, at least, counts on his fingers, at least half of you would do the opposite just to be contrary. To me. It would almost behoove me to start giving you bad advice so you start doing the right things, but it just doesn't seem to line up with how I operate.
Can you say things in a way that makes us trust you more, or are you always going to say things that just kind of have some kind of twirly mustache at the end of it? I don't understand.
And he looks you directly in the eyes. I am actually genuinely very sorry about this. You have to understand, everybody I work with is exactly like this. It rubs off. The intelligence community is a really weird place.
That isn't excuse. Oh, my friends are like this, so I'm like this.
Yes, because everybody I interact with this is like this on a daily basis. So I apologize,
Okay.
Mr. Beetle, if we're going to be calling each other by what we think we are, that maybe my way of socialization doesn't quite map to yours. Now,
Listen, if that were
do
the
you think we might be able to set that aside for just the briefest of seconds so that I can go collect the piece of very obviously alien technology that your monkey is trying to defile with all of his might in the back so that we can get on with our day and I can take it back to Flotilla HQ where we can defile it with some proper scientific equipment?
No, because if we were all going to assimilate to our friends, we would be living like monkey. And it's like
Relatively speaking,
all
that's
of Lamb
exactly what you're
shudders.
doing.
No, hold on a second. Lev, there's no need to be so defensive. The flotilla has offered their assistance to us. If you recall, you guys did something. We did something very important for them. I don't see a reason why we shouldn't try to continue to foster some goodwill with those who are now maybe taking care of us. Maybe, they can help us find our way home, Lev. You want to try to get back home at some point too, don't you?
I think I do want to get home at some point, and Jeff might know exactly how that might be, honestly. I think the Monkey Man and Jam Jam can have Jeff until they are ready to relinquish it to
Yes.
you.
Beat it with a stick until it produces answers. Takes another sip.
Blood from a stone. I know things like that too. What do you want me to say?
What do I want you to say? That
Here's
you'll
Jeff?
have Jeff... Yes, that precisely
No.
is exactly what I want you to say, and we're wasting a lot of time until we can get there.
I don't think we can
Now,
say here's Jeff
I
yet,
agree.
honestly.
I feel like we should just move on with this. We have already made an agreement to share information.
We are okay with that. Sharing information. But maybe they can get an information first, as far as I know.
Okay.
Hold,
Look.
I think
Look.
both. I'm pretty sure Percival and Proxy both give you like the really dude as you think about who's trying to operate that thing in there right now.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna give you that.
He got
one.
us home. He got us home.
Listen,
Yeah, it's
can't-
a spaceship, not an android.
I don't know. I'm not in there.
West Side.
I have faith in our community, especially the dirty monkey.
Out of context, that's such a great.
And the sly penguin.
Listen, Proxy, all I have to say is that I'm not going to be able to do much to affect the situation. They're pretty bullheaded when it comes to some of the things that they get themselves up to.
With the slurs.
Sorry.
He's sitting right
Whoa,
there.
whoa. I didn't mean it like that.
Brew is
Sorry,
still
Brew.
stirring his
Didn't mean it like that.
cereal.
Didn't mean it like that, Brew. In fact, I would argue you're probably one of the more level-headed ones among us.
Oh, the ones he said.
Just wait.
No. Of all of us, he is one of the most level-headed.
Watching Freya get more and more uncomfortable.
Stop doing this to me.
So at this point, Brew is just like he's picking up like spoonfuls of milk and just kind of like pouring it back into the bowl.
I feel like at this point it's no longer milk and it's probably just like multicolored mush.
Well, it's it's so sugary now because of all the frosting that has seeped off of the O's that he's eating.
Yeah,
it's just kind of like a
Frosted
globby, not globby, but like, yeah. It's got a weird
It's like a
consistency.
film.
I mean, as somebody that
It's
forgets
not
about
milk.
cereal often, Fruit Loops have like maybe a 20-minute life before they actually do start to turn to mush.
Yeah,
Yep.
the O's are no longer looking like O's.
I'm gonna look a little concerned. It seems like Bruce not himself today. But I'm just gonna kind of look at Proxy, kind of like, and shrug my shoulders, like I don't know what he wants me to do about this. Like either you gotta do something, dude, or they're just gonna keep doing whatever the fuck they want to do in there.
Loud music starts playing from Jam Jam's room.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just like, listen, the more mechanically inclined ones want to go look at it, and they're part of a group that I trust, and that's basically what it boils down to. And until they say otherwise, I'm not going to be like, yeah, here you go. Here's Jeff.
Gang.
So
Gang,
what are they?
gang.
So what the fuck are they getting up to in there then?
Yeah, let's cut to the other room. I think we've played enough in the kitchen. Now let's get to the meat and potatoes here. What are we gonna try to do
Well,
to poor
first,
Jeff here?
connecting the two scenes, I get magical tinkering, and the thing that I wanted to have built for this would be in my room or be on my person is just a little speaker that I plug my MP3 player into, and I just start blasting some of Lev's industrial music, like that he blasts at night.
Yeah, his
You
sewing
just hear
music.
it.
His sewing music.
You just hear it start blasting
Nice.
through the walls as I pull out my torch, and I look at Jam, and I'm like, even if we can't keep all of it, maybe all we need is a piece, and we can find out our own information. I'm gonna look for the biggest, most important looking piece in this chest cavity.
Go for an arm.
It's just a torso now.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no arms. Okay,
Because
sorry, I was
the arms
picturing
are still on
entire.
a chair.
Do you want me to roll investigation for this?
No, they
Wait,
would have.
in this room? In the room with us?
The crew that was fixing up the ship, like.
Oh no, on the okay, on the never mind.
So Dave, do you
All
want me
right.
to roll investigation on this big boy?
I mean, you got a lot of information last time in that this thing is of a make and composition that is alien and impossible to reverse engineer. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Right. I'm just looking for the biggest, most important looking piece.
So, yeah. He just wanted to take a big chunk out of the center, pretty much.
Or no. I'm imagining he has like pseudo organs, or like
Right.
they're not like organs, but they're like computer parts that take the place of the organs.
it's like what I'm envisioning is quite a bit like Bishop from Aliens.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah, exactly.
kind of like still not quite wet and gooey on the inside, but maybe there was a snail trail of some kind of great value
Snail
brand
trail.
Vex milk.
There's like
leading
weird
into the room.
hoses. It seems like mostly hoses and maybe a couple wires here and there.
Yeah, it's almost like they're not quite hoses, not quite wires, like they're semi-hollow. That like almost like even what you would think are tubes almost have like a bird bone infrastructure in them. Like there's like looking down one of the tubes, you can see like little cross pieces almost inside of it. So you're not really sure if things are supposed to go through this or if it's giving structure.
All right.
Or
Do I have
fluids go through it or data goes through it. Like it's hard to tell what does what, but probably right down like the lower left side. It looks like there's a piece that can be semi-easily removed. It's kind of spherical. It only links in maybe in about 4 or 5 places. You can kind of reach in and grab it from underneath.
That's perfect. Do I need to use my torch? Because there's no screws.
No, there's no screws. It's a little bigger than you would be able to pull out by main strength. So yeah, let's say you can attempt to torch it out. And I'm going to call that, let's call it a mechanics tools check.
Mechanics +2. And you said it's deck. I can use dex for my mechanics tools. So that'd be +5.
Yeah,
The DM
I
has
would-
to determine the ability that's tied to the tools check.
Yeah, no, I would say, yeah, like, because I see you're going to try to dexterously remove this from there with fine handiwork.
Sure, yes.
As opposed to being smart about it or being intuitive about it. You're just going to try to use fast hands to get it out.
Yes. So that's +5 then. That would be a dirty 15.
Dirty 15. Like there's about 4 linkages. The 3 come off, the first 3, no problem. Like you're able to find your way into a seam. The last one, like the plasma welder kind of just sort of melts it together. You kind of have to wrench on it and it comes off, but the hose kind of breaks a little bit. Like the first 3, like you could have made it look like it wasn't there to begin with. This, like it now, if you look closely on real close examination, it's going to look like a part was ripped out, but only if someone's like really getting all up in there.
I don't give a shit. I'm going to put it in my bag of holding in my pouch. That should be dimensionally big enough, right?
Well, I mean, squeeze it in there anyways because it's a bag of holding.
Let's go. I look at Jam Jam and I'm like, all right, listen. Sorry, we're probably going to have to give up Jeff. Because honestly, we could go out there, guns blazing and tell him to try and take our shit. What's going to happen? We lose our good graces with the flotilla, and then they come back with some serious hardware, and, I'm not looking forward to it. I'm not 100% sure even that's not what happened to March, but we'll see.
Jam
So are
Jam
you
is
good?
not giving him up for nothing.
All right, so I'm going to go out there and tell the nice guy, the vampire, that over your dead body, would you like us to intervene before that happens or after?
Perhaps there's more we can get out of this.
You thinking a trade?
Jam Jam shrugs.
I like I'm picking up what you're putting down. I like that. What do you guys think?
It's like Percival's been sitting out there already making the deals and doing the things.
Oh, yeah. So I'm just looking at Glorp. I think Glorp's the only other person in here, right?
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
I mean, Glorp looks vaguely disappointed because Glorp thought that Jeff had arms attached and was looking forward to testing out the arms as maybe some sort of bony infrastructure for their own existence.
Oh God,
so they're just going along with whatever everybody else wants to do at this point.
This would be quite horror inducing, but
yeah, let's just say, like, are we going
head. into
body horror as a genre here too? Like,
I'm pretty sure he still has a head.
100% sure. You're great.
I could maybe, wear Jeff on the inside and disguise him that way. If we put a hat on and maybe a jacket, you won't even be able to tell.
Lovely. So when they make an anime of this show, like this episode's going to be directed by like David Cronenberg. It's going to be horrific.
Well, no. Do you really want me to cut its head off or no? I'll do it. I don't give a shit.
Jam kind of like waves his hand, his feathery hand at you, like don't do that.
Okay. Yeah. No, you're right. That's a little bit. Sorry. Anyway, let's go out and tell him then, and I'll let you do the negotiating.
Jam kind of like looks deflated. Like he really thought this is one of the things that he got to keep. And he'll unlock the 4 different padlocks, grab Jeff by like the head pretty much, and just like drag him through the main living area into the kitchen, throw him on the ground, and say,
the main living area and the kitchen are the same fucking room.
It's all one big room. Yeah,
it's all one big room.
Again, just the sick, like kind of thwarp of the Jeff hits the ground, and Jam just goes, "Not even 24 hours ago, you told us we could keep everything with the ship. $6,000. And what's this also?"
Also, we got paid 10,500 GP. So more. Go ask for more.
Yeah, he's getting like 5, 6, 10,000 GP.
And a weapon system for the shuttle. Sorry, what?
All right.
Can I roll?
You know what? Are you going to try to... How are you doing this? Is this a persuasion or an intimidation?
He's our android. We killed him. He belongs to us. And yeah, he's going to try to do a persuasion. And
Can I use a help action? Give him advantage.
How are you helping?
I jumped in.
Yeah.
I'm fully in this conversation.
Yes.
The typical hype.
Okay, you know what? Sure. Add it. He's playing the Greek chorus for you.
Yeah.
Hey, that was a little bit better.
Silent, friggin' J to your silent Bob. Let's do it.
It's a 20. He's pretty much just saying poorly, like, give us a little something extra for the corpse.
He said a big something extra.
But yeah, he did say 5, 6, and then 10.
Yeah, and remember, say it with me: weapon system.
All right. I just, made my die roll to see where the reaction was, but he looks you in the eye, Jam. Here. Since we've decided we want to be obstinate today, here's my final counteroffer. 20 minutes from now, a crew of no less than 20 flotilla workers, led by a man named Kraus, are going to come to collect Jeff from you. I leave you with 3 words. Actually, 2 sets of 3 words. Goodwill is currency. Govern yourself accordingly. He sets down his tea or his coffee and walks out.
So he doesn't.
Look what you've done.
Wait, that sounds scary. Come back and take Jeff.
Does Jam not have a chance to respond before he leaves through the door?
No, I'm sending Kraus in a van to move the plot along.
Okay, that's fine.
This is what's going to happen every time I need to forcibly move the plot, is a van and a man named Kraus are going to show up and move the plot.
That's fine.
Done it before and I'll do it again.
Jam was going to try to get them to also tell them what was in the blue vial as the fine, whatever. You tell me what this is then. And show them the blue vial.
You just have that. You just have it.
Yeah.
Yep. Still trying to figure out what the fuck that is.
Well, you still owe your contact, so.
That's why I want to know what it is before I give him all of them, or just some of them.
Actually gotta pay that guy. Okay.
Okay. When I said goodwill is currency, what he means is you've been fucking around long enough that you burned up your goodwill with him.
Sure.
So, yeah,
Fuck that guy.
that is your consideration for playing ball is that he continues to play nice with you.
Yep.
He's a little huffy right now.
All right.
Percival's a little huffy right now too, because he was just trying to keep the peace, and you guys just kept pushing and pushing.
No, this is great. I love it.
Listen,
love
Percival. Imagine, we'll do a little imagination.
I don't want to hear you
exercise.
speak right now, Chew. I'm
Well,
very upset
I'm
with you.
sorry.
I don't want
I'm
to deal with
sorry.
Kraus.
Yeah, I know.
I don't want to know.
know.
I don't want to find out who this Kraus
Yeah.
fellow is. This is your
Yeah.
problem. This is your mess.
I thought we were a team.
We are until you start doing things that have nothing to do with the team. You're acting in
Right.
your own self-interest, my friend. I see it.
Yeah. And Percy, my dear friend, wearing that ridiculous jumpsuit, roasted. I think that you would think differently if you were talking to the man that sent you to your death. We made it out by this much, Percy. Holds his fingers up, and he has small
But
fingers.
he didn't send you to your death. Someone else took you instead.
But he knew the
Don't you
danger he was
understand?
putting us in. He
Yeah,
knew the
and you
danger
still
he was putting
agreed.
us in.
You still said yes, didn't you?
Looks at rest of group. Did any of you think we would go through any of the shit that we went through on that mission? Was it clear that we would go through any of the shit that we went to on that mission?
Jam is glaring at Percy because none of that was supposed to happen. We did get paid a little bit extra.
We got paid, yeah. But guess what? I know 20, 30
Ready to also
guys out
remind
on
you
those
that let you
streets.
keep the ship that you took?
And they're
That's
putting a
yours.
weapon
Do you have
system
any idea
on
how
it.
expensive even just a shuttle is?
It
Do you have
wasn't
any idea how
their
expensive
ship.
a ship like that is?
Salvage
It was
law
our
is very
law.
clear.
I was going to say, I've never heard of the salvage law, Percy. Come on now.
Let's
That
be honest
is
with yourself. You probably
veiled-
just heard about salvage law because they were talking about it
That is
before.
veiled gift. Veiled gift. Oh, you guys can keep ship. We already knew that.
Right.
Thanks.
And not a goddamn thank you for the pizza.
Captain Obvious.
All I'm saying is, don't bite the hand that feeds.
Right.
And yet you
What about
continue.
the hand that tries
to
to
bite.
kill Jam?
At no point did the flotilla try to murder you. They enlisted you for work, offered you pay,
Jam
said it would
Jam-
be hazardous, and you said yes.
Jam
Did you not?
holds up Jeff. Literally tried to murder us.
Do you believe that the flotilla owns that?
Jam.
I believe they
owns
know
Jeff.
shit they're not telling us.
I don't like how much you like corporate proxy.
That is a little bit
It's not
weird.
that I like proxy. I like the fact that, we crashed this ship into an alien craft, and they decided to just be like, yeah, you could stay and not have to pay rent. And they found that the people here found us work to do so we could try to make our ends
shit.
meet until,
Yeah, just
we
risk
could
your
figure out a way
life. We
home.
have terrible
And then
upsec, of course.
And then they try to hire you to do something better, maybe gain some goodwill, and then we can even find, upgrade our living situation, or God
Which
forbid,
we
find our way
did.
home. And now you're burning the same bridges you just built. I don't understand.
Excuse me, we are going to install. Most people have ceiling fan. We are going to have turret, okay? I don't want to hear it from you. We are definitely upgrading house soon. And then I gesture somewhere randomly behind where I
Where
think
the
that
turret
machine
may
gun
be
is.
hidden.
Yeah, exactly.
It's got a little blanket on it. But listen, hey, I don't know who this Kraus guy is. Is Proxy gone? We don't have to worry
Yeah,
about
he
him.
left.
yeah.
He
All
said
right,
Kraus
go,
is
go, go.
coming.
Yeah,
So,
Proxy's gone.
Good
I
riddance.
forgot about
Yeah,
something
Kraus-
real quick.
About
Hold
18
on,
minutes
just real
now.
quick, guys, real quick. Pulls out his phone, presses the speed dial, calls his work.
Flotilla United, Gloria
God damn
speaking.
it. Gloria, hey, Gloria. Hey,
Ow.
yeah,
Joom.
you got my name right. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's hard to get it
Yeah,
wrong.
all those crossword puzzles you do instead of working. Can you put Stormy on? Is he there?
Stormy.
No,
hang on,
Gloria,
I'm gonna put you
goddamn.
on hold.
Musack.
All right, good. I don't like the way she says. I don't like the way she says anything. Honestly, she just it's like it grates me.
Chuma, it looks like your call just ended.
No.
This is
It's the post
okay,
office.
okay,
it
okay,
always
okay.
sounds
Yeah,
like that. They
transfer tone,
want people to hang up,
Yeah.
but you don't be fooled. Stormy, baby.
Choom, is that you?
Yeah.
Choom, you've been gone for months.
Yeah, no.
What the
Remember I
fuck?
told you I was taking all my sick time finally.
Yeah, you did not have 3
No, I
months
did.
of
Remember
sick
I told
time.
you because in the beginning when you hired me, I got the 2 months, but then I used a month. But then I quit and you rehired me. Remember, you did that specifically. And all new rehires get mandatory at least 2 months sick time over the course of the year. I just took it all at once.
Yeah, but you don't get to roll over the stuff you had from your previous employment. You gave that up.
No.
you dumbass.
You fired me.
Okay, then I gave it
Right.
up for you.
Severance, bitch.
Yeah, so you had
Yes,
a balance of a month.
Bitch.
We were nice
Yes.
enough to give you 2 months.
Anyway, Stormy, I'm ready to come back.
And then you don't call
That's what I
those
call.
shows
I'm called
for
to
3
say
months.
I'm ready to come back specifically so that I can tell you, I quit.
They already termed you, you dumbass.
Beautiful. Actually, that's really great. Perfect. I'll drop off the hauler probably tomorrow morning.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. And hey, Stormy,
Yeah,
it's been good. Hangs
it
up.
really has. It really has.
He hangs up. He looks up. All right, I got a truck. If you guys don't want to stay here and wait for Klaus, we could always just leave.
With
Jam
Jeff.
Jam loves this idea.
We take Jeff to.
You're not suggesting we take Jeff to the safe house, do you? No. Listen,
actually not a
this
bad
has gone
idea.
on long enough. I'm not trying to burn the last bridge we have to anyone who can help us.
March can help us if we bring him Jeff.
That's true. Morch knows more than Proxy.
And honestly, did you see that note? He said sorry. That rabbit needs our help. That was worrisome. If he was kidnapped, I would ask him to apologize to make sure that he was kidnapped. And if he
I
said
don't
sorry,
know.
he's definitely got
I
kidnapped.
don't know if I could go along with this.
You need to
Percy.
pull it together.
Yeah, you tell him. You tell him. You got the muscles.
It is not time for quivering lower lip. It is time for strong eyebrow. Get in there.
Strong eyebrows. What he said.
Now, where is the shotgun? Go ahead. Go. Let us see it. And I'm like trying to
I'm not
posture
gonna.
you up.
No, that's for our enemies. It's not our enemies.
When you see
and
Klaus,
also-
you shoot him.
also-
right there.
no, absolutely not.
Like,
Absolutely
is
not.
this the direct? Like, I don't want to be like, are you suring you guys this early on? But is this the direction we really want to go? Because I have to do some rewriting, but we can go this way.
First
if
of
we
all,
really
like,
want.
very opposed to this. I'm not
I just-
murdering no one. I'm not trying to be an outlaw.
Listen, we
Listen.
don't have to murder anyone. I'll put my hand on.
It may
on-
not even kill him for all we know.
No. I put my hand on Lev's pec, and it just
Okay.
like lingers there for a second.
And I'm saying this not because I want to entertain the idea, but only I do have non-lethal ammunition, but that's not to be used on people who are supposed to be our allies,
We don't
Yeah,
know
you're
that.
right.
regardless.
I pat the
Are
pec.
we supposed to use the lethal ammunition on our allies?
Glorp, no, wait.
Thank you, Glorp.
Oh, listen.
The
Okay,
Glorp
so hold on.
speaks the truth. Okay,
No,
listen.
No, listen. I think that we should just take our lashings, let bygones be bygones, and just try to get to the safe house and not draw further attention to ourselves. If we run, they're
Yes.
gonna find us.
Let's
and,
take-
and Proxy already even sounded like he knows where these safe houses is. You think we're really going to be safe there for very long? Come on, be reasonable. Think about this for a
Yeah.
second. That man knows more than most of us. He knows everything that's going on over here.
We'll talk to March about it.
Jam Jam has fun idea.
Oh no, I can only imagine what this would be, Jam Jam.
Jam Jam could hide Jeff corpse in a funny way, and then we just go look for Marge.
What do you mean by
I don't like how
hide
you
it
said
in a
that.
funny way?
You have Jeff pop out and scare Klaus.
We're all calling him Klaus.
I can't remember his name. I thought it was
Kraus.
Kraus.
Yeah. Lev did it first.
I don't think I understand what you mean. Like, how about?
I thought it was intentional.
I hate this idea.
It was.
Like we just set up like a booby trap Jeff that when they walk in, it just pops out
like-
scares them,
oh,
and then
like Jeff
we're
in the
gone
box.
looking for Marge. You're right.
Listen,
You know what? This still ends up with them getting what they want. So, I'm willing to meet you halfway here, Jam Jam. If you feel like you can set that up between now and the time that Kraus gets here, be my guest.
Which is
I'll
going to
wait
be
outside.
any minute.
I'm going to
now.
wait outside.
all right, well,
All right. Talk to me, guys. What are you trying to set up with this? I want to see what kind of check we got to do to make it work.
So Jam Jam just wants pretty much Jeff to be hidden somewhere on or around the ceiling, maybe like put like something over him, and then when a string is like we walk past a step or whatever, he just kind of like flops down and hopefully startles Kraus.
so we're still giving the skeleton to him. We're just
We don't have a
scaring
choice.
him first.
Jam Jam
All right.
just wants to make a prank out of it, and then we
All
can
right.
go.
Okay.
He's gonna be essentially resistant to this to the bitter end. And he's gonna hand it over. He's gonna hand it over in his own way.
Right.
All right.
I gotta
So-
I gotta hand it to Jam Jam's persistence here, because like he's even at this point now beaten down Percival to the point where it's like this still achieves the goal. I
Oh, no.
guess.
Our intro said we were beating a dead Jeff, and by God, we have been beating this dead Jeff for
we
46 minutes.
Can I use my survival skills to make a booby trap Jeff that'll pop out and scare Kraus?
Okay, I'll give you a couple options here, since it seems that Chum is in cahoots with you on this.
oh yeah.
You can do your survival check with his assistance, or he can make a mechanics tools check to rig something up with his tools.
I'm not gonna meta, but you've seen me tools.
Yeah.
And then you know your own skill.
Isn't working together like we're either giving each other advantage because I'm making a booby trap and you're making.
Right.
You know what? I like this too, because he's gonna meet. You're both kind of working on it. I would like, Jam Jam make me the survival check. Chum make me the mechanics tools check.
I love this. I love
we
I
go.
just got my tool belt and I've had to use it so many times.
Yeah. All right, Jam Jam, what do you got?
Just an 8.
Okay.
It's cool. This is good. This
All
is
right.
gonna go so fucking good, bro.
All right. So what do we got there, Chum?
I rolled with the tools I've been using all day. Hell, tools I've arguably been using my entire life.
He got a
The
one.
preamble tells you.
But I did roll for my second time today, a natural one.
So we're super proud
Did
of our.
I, did I mention I was waiting outside? I did mention I'm waiting outside, right? I'm waiting outside.
Yeah, you did.
All right. So everything looks like it hooks up just fine.
Yep.
Yeah. Looks great.
And we're
So
we're
you
super
guys
proud of
are-
ourselves, and we leave.
Yeah, I was gonna say, all right, guys, I just got a free car, and also, I don't know what passes for Christmas in this world, but I'm pretty sure I have a truck full of packages I no longer care about. So if you guys want them, they're all yours.
Dude, you haven't been to work in weeks. There's no packages in that truck.
Well, I also didn't drop any of the ones off before I left.
Yeah, well, I mean, whatever ones were in there were then crushed by the big boys who were sitting in the back when you guys were going to get pizza. Like, there's nothing, man. It's
But I think we need, no matter what, if we're going to get Mach, if we're helping the looks at Percy, being a fucking narc, helping the feds, whatever we're doing, we're gonna need stuff. So I don't know about you guys, but I need to go
Jam.
Back in.
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say I'm gonna come back in, but I don't want to do that and trigger the trap. I was gonna just check in with Brew, who's been just staring into his fucking cereal for a while, watching everything else happen, watching all this turmoil happen, and he has somehow managed to just float right underneath all of the vitriol and all the shit that was being talked at here. He's just here.
It's the high pitched ringing in his ears.
Is he like, what is happening over there?
Well, he has yet to go seek the medical attention that he's been potentially needing. But I feel like the time that this is taking isn't that long. So I feel like he's just in this kind of mode of like, he knows something's wrong and something's off. He doesn't have an appetite right now. And this is his favorite cereal. This is the cereal he has every morning for breakfast, and he can't get himself to eat it. So it's really kind of more of an awareness of everyone else, if they're aware of that about him. But he is definitely, like, his brain is somewhere else. He needs to go get, like, checked out. He
needs medical attention.
Yeah, he knows something's wrong.
Well, if I see you guys shuffling out of the house, if I see you guys shuffling out of the house, I'd be like, Brew, you need, like, are you feeling okay, buddy? Do you need a doctor or something? We could probably, maybe add a stop on our way out or something, if you need to just, see someone about whatever.
Yeah, I was probably just gonna make my way right to some sort of urgent space, or I'm not feeling myself. I don't know what's really wrong with me, but just something's up, and I'm telling you, I'm just not hungry, and I can't eat anything.
Yeah, we should probably get some medical attention.
Is there anything to do with the fuzzy white thing that almost crawled out of your mouth that one time that we just kind of all ignored and moved past?
I don't know. It's possible. I mean, I don't know what that thing was.
Yeah. Sorry, I have a habit of just kind of letting things go until it becomes a real problem.
Yeah, like fuzzy white things coming out of us. Not the most important thing. I don't know.
Oh, you're being modest. We'll go to the doctor.
I don't know, Brew. That sounds like you need some serious medical attention. This is the first time hearing about it. So maybe let's go get to a doctor, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great excuse.
Do you have health
we just went to the
insurance?
doctor.
Are you covered? Does that job at the temple give you health insurance?
I wouldn't call it a job, but.
I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah, sorry. No. Oh, okay. So you're gonna want to bring
what's
some
health
money
insurance? I've been a bartender. I don't know what that is.
You're goddamn right. Bro. All right. Well, so that's where we're going. Everyone cool with us stopping at the hospital? Because
whatever
if you need to go somewhere else first, I mean, not a priority.
No,
Brew, your
I'm
southern
pretty
is
sure
showing.
that's pretty serious.
Well, whatever the group thinks.
I love this guy.
Jam throws a duffel bag into the
good.
back of the F-Up's truck.
Yo, Jam, you know anyone who could give this thing a sick paint job or something?
Jam kind of like thinks for a second. Possibly.
Nice. Add stop in his GPS.
Okay. So, first would be the
hospital.
The clinic.
Let's go hospital.
So this configuration was hard without Percy. So as the back fills up, I'm gonna look at Percy. I'm gonna look in the back. I'm gonna look at Percy. Hey, that thing protect you from like inertia or some kind of fall damage?
I mean, it helps me pick things up and sometimes stand up when I fall.
Yeah. Looks back at the
What's the weight rating for this truck? Just out of curiosity.
It can hold quite a bit of weight, but you might have to ride on top.
That sounds terribly unsafe.
Yeah, but you're the only one wearing an exosuit, so.
Oh, all right on top.
Yeah, but Glorp, you gotta ride in between. Oh, that sounds so weird. You gotta ride in between people, because you're the only person that could possibly fit in that space.
Oh, okay.
Wouldn't it draw attention to ourselves if I was on top of the truck? How about just hang on to the back?
Oh, okay. I mean, Okay. Good luck with that.
There's a ledge there. I got this. It's fine.
Do you have wheels?
Oh, he takes a little notebook out and writes a little something down. Not yet.
Good, because if we're gonna be this transportation, I don't know what you're gonna do about the being dragged on whatever counts as streets in this place.
No. I'm gonna stand on the ledge at the back of this truck thing. It's fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Good luck with that.
I got this.
How much do you weigh again, Percy?
1,036 pounds.
And how much does the exosuit weigh?
1,036 pounds.
I don't know.
I don't know.
So 1,036 pounds plus a bunch of metal.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus Lev and Brew already weighing the damn thing down.
I was gonna say we're not light
Sure.
either.
And then
Oh, and
Glorp.
Glorp
Yeah.
weighs 300 pounds too.
Yeah.
It's
It
in between
levitates. It might start
everybody
dragging a
else.
little bit, though.
Yeah.
So I get in, I turn over the car. One dog night starts blasting.
Listen, this is sort of an impoverished area. There aren't that many dogs to go around. We gotta be frugal with our dogs, especially in the evening hours.
All right, I'm gonna put into the. I guess I would have some kind of navigation system available to, or do I have to just drive from memory? Okay, so I'm gonna punch in nearest urgent care facility.
All right, and it's actually the nearest care facility. Interestingly enough, is a care clinic run by Our Lady of Wanderers.
Why does that sound familiar?
Because
That's
that's my
Father
yeah.
Hayes's. That's
Okay.
That's where Brew
Oh,
goes. That's,
Okay, so wait,
Yeah.
the one who's been telling us this whole time he needs medical attention actually works at the place that knows where the medical attention is. Love
I
this.
don't work
Punches
there.
it.
You don't work
Right,
at a
right,
temple.
right. It's not a, yeah, I'm sorry. You gotta
We're
understand.
artificially conflating the words work and vocation.
Right.
I grew up in just a really blue collar household, and just everything is work, money. Just uncomfortably starts driving away.
this thing is like
Yeah.
scraping.
Sparks flying out.
You have to reconfigure weight twice because the first time the front wheels are slightly off the ground, and while you can drive in a straight line doing that wheelie, you still can't quite steer.
They're not wheels.
So
I
after a little bit of
mention-
reconfiguration.
I did mention this thing doesn't have wheels. I should clarify, right? They levitate.
Oh, these are hover cars. Okay.
Also, do not forget, just for the consideration of the DM, it is a heavily modified.
Yeah, I mean, not in the ways that are going to support what we're doing here, but
But
Yeah.
it might make it go faster and more and more chaotic.
yes.
Faster and less stable, which is exactly the thing we don't want when we're adding roughly 1,300 to 1,500 pounds of.
This is gonna go great. This is gonna go great.
Yeah. So
Whoa.
just under a ton of file extension.
Whoa! Something Grove. Is this? Do I have to roll a pilot into this?
Like I said, screwed it up at first, but yeah, it takes a little bit of reconfiguration because the first time the thing is just too off kilter, the control surfaces don't work. So the second time you're there, but it's riding really low. Like we're talking, instead of being about 18 inches off the ground, it's now about 4.5.
And bouncing regularly.
Yeah.
Off the
Cowbell
ground.
just starts
There's
blasting.
occasional scrapes.
Oh my friends, on a rider.
Yeah. It turns up radio. Cowbell just blasting out of this.
Peeling around the corner to dun, 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 dun.
It's my favorite
Great
part.
song.
It's my favorite
Great
part.
song. Great song.
All right,
All
so do
right.
we get there? We get there in one piece then?
Yeah. You guys get there in one piece.
Pun intended. Pulls up in front of sign, Our Lady of Wanderers.
Yep. And so you remember last time, there's kind of the main entrance in the middle, the soup kitchen kind of community feeding entrance on the left. And over to the right is the health clinic area that you hadn't quite gone to yet. So you're able to pull up to there, and are we all going to go in?
Of
Are
course.
some people going to be okay?
Yes, I don't want to be out in public. In fact, I'm happy that we're away from home and are not dealing with whatever the aftermath is of Kraus showing up now.
Okay.
Which I'm sure we will cut to by the end of this episode.
We're going to montage just ever so slightly. A motley crew of 6 walking in through sliding doors.
Cold.
Yeah. All kind of milling around uncomfortably while Brew goes through his information at the triage desk.
Nipples are
Witness
45 minutes
emergency
plus.
contacts.
Yeah. Kind of just sitting in the waiting room with several-year-old magazines about stuff you don't care about.
I kind of climb him up on the counter. Like, while everyone's standing at the front counter, I have to climb up on top of it and sit on it.
Yep. And
Ding.
then, wait, because we've already gone through triage. You're now in the waiting room. You got checked in. And so 2 things happen. The first, someone comes out from the back. Mr. Blitzboer?
Oh, that's
yes,
Mr.
that's me.
Blitzboer?
We're here. That's it over there.
Yes. Mr. Blitzboer, you can come back. Folks, we can't have everybody in the back, so we're just gonna do, we're not taking 6 people into an exam room.
Oh,
I understand that you're family, but you can send 1 person with him if you want.
wow. Or 1 person and someone who could sit on 1 person.
Do you need a buddy?
Which one of us do you pick, Brew?
that's like
Yeah, sure.
the one decision, and it's like, oh god, I gotta pick the one I like the best.
Just pretend it's
I
Survivor.
feel like I'm
Or the
gonna go
one that'll
with the
be
person
the
that I
best in
think
a
is
health
the
crisis.
most like
Tolerable.
Well, because like Brew's friend, like he can be friends with anybody. I think he's gonna go with the person that I think is gonna be more direct about things, but still have like kind of an even tone,
Temperament.
even temperament. Yeah. So I'm actually gonna pick Lev.
An interesting choice.
Mhm.
The barbarian.
Yeah. Yep.
Lev, Barbarian.
Well, he's a
The
dad.
most even-keeled.
He's a dad.
Yeah, he is the dad of the group. Yep.
Yeah, he gets
Okay.
up,
Lev.
picks up his
You can show
coffee.
And,
that he got.
and I do have father issues that we haven't delved into yet. So
That is okay. We'll get there.
daddy issues.
We will get there.
All right, so the 2 of you go back, and as the 2 of you are headed to the back, a message appears on all of your communication devices. A little group text chat sent to you from Proxy.
Ew.
Thank you so much for leaving Jeff where we could find him on the floor in the middle of the foyer. We appreciate making our efforts easier. It won't be forgotten. By the way, since you are wondering, March buys his carrots at Lower Flower Market on the Wisteria, just in case you were wondering.
Nice. I send back an eggplant emoji.
You get like one of those like no reply responses, right?
But does that still mean the same thing it means now? That like in the future, like
Yes.
what is it, 32 something?
It
Yes.
means what I want it to be.
in a galaxy far, far away. Yeah.
And he, the next reply, there's some dots for a second, then. Yes, I imagine they sell aubergines there too.
Good. I was wondering about
And
that.
that's where I want to call tonight's episode of the Hapless
Oh,
Series.
no.
Nice.
Mystery diagnosis
Oh God.
and
And a dick joke.
Hey.
So
Did
we
beat
learned
Jeff.
that the amount of time that we could beat a dead android for is exactly 2 episodes.
It is. Although I feel like
R.I.P.
we've been
Jeff.
beating him for far longer than 2 episodes.
Yeah.
So.
Oh,
Well, he
yeah.
wasn't
It's
dead.
been a while.
Yeah.
There's no guarantee
And-
that we don't get further opportunities to continue.
There it
to beat
is.
the steady
There may
Android
be
later.
longer. It may be more.
Yeah.
times.
There, For as little as the plot progressed, there was actually so much good quality role playing character development.
Yeah,
in
I feel
there,
like
so
I
it
feel
felt
like
really
this
good.
is as far as like things getting done, not many happened, but as far as character development, a lot happened.
Yeah.
Because we all
I
got
know-
to see a lot of the true colors of each person in this group and what their personal motivations be.
Oh, I really thought we were going to have an in-character shouting match. I was just so here for it.
Yeah, I saw Dave,
So here
I saw
for
you
it.
leaning back, just being like, "Oh, good."
It got close. It got
Basking in it
close.
like, it felt it. All right. Oh, listeners ours. If you like us, we can be found on the internet. Come, sit under our tree. A link tree /hapless heroes, for example. That's where you're going to find links to all of our places, our Reddit, our Facebook, our Twitter, and all of those. I mean, they're all up front. Really, the link you want, the link we all really want, is the one to our Discord. Now that's where we are. That's where we live in a very virtual sense. You know, where we can be met and greeted, chatted up, and hung out with. Although really, the people you want to be with is the rest of our community. Like, we're cool, but the people who like us, they're really cool. You want to hang out with them. Come to our Discord, and you can do that. Now, maybe you really like us. And if you do, leave us a 5-star review on the podcast service of your choice. Heck, leave us any honest review you want to give us. Don't let us influence you into 5 stars, although 5 stars does help us, I'm not gonna lie. But leave an honest review so that people can find the podcasts that they like. Now, if you do so, we'll find it. We keep on the lookout, and we'll read it on an episode, as you've heard us do many times before, so that we can recognize you as the 5-star person that you are. But maybe that's not enough. Maybe you really, really like us. In which case, go back to that link tree and take a link over to our Patreon, patreon.com/hapless heroes. We've got a variety of reward tiers. Not reward tiers, support patronage tiers. That's more like it. I'm a little too Kickstartery lately, I suppose. But anyway, we've got a few, and at a certain level, you can get access to the special channel on our Discord, where we all post with our pinkies in the air, to our bloopers and outtakes, and any specials we might do that don't go out for the general public. You, as a patron, you'd be getting them. Now, I've talked enough. It's been a long episode here. We've been very chatty. We all had such a good time. But I mean, there's only one thing left to do, and that's outro my cast. So on my right, we have Percy, played by Francesco.
Well, I'm really glad you guys did the right thing in the end.
To his right, we have Jam Jam, played by John.
Until next time.
To his right, we have Lev Zangief, played by Lou.
All right, Doug, give it to us straight.
To his right, we have Brunner Brew Blitzboar, played by Mike.
I really don't like hospitals.
To his right, we have Glorp Glup Glub, played by Nicole.
I really hope the brew's okay.
And to her right, we have Choom Daloom, played by Sebastian.
Yeah, these lollipops are free, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna.
My name is Dave. I've been your host and dungeon master for this evening. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
We'll see you.